Hello guys, welcome back again to our YouTube channel. Today we're having a host, a UK-based Nigerian TV host called Adesope. He's here in Rwanda and we're with him. Welcome, sir.
Thank you very much for having me. You pronounced my name very well, so you didn't have to be that slow. You say Adesope, you have to say it together, but you didn't want to get it wrong.
Yeah.
So I'll give you a round of applause.
Thank you. Welcome.
Thank you very
here.
much. Thank you very much for having me.
So can you make a self-introduction about
Yeah.
the people who don't know you?
Yep.
Who is Adesope beyond the TV?
Absolutely. Well, my name is Adesope Olajide. I'm a radio and TV broadcaster and event host promoting African popular culture. I'm based in the UK. I'm originally Nigerian, but I'm based in the UK. I've been there for over 20 years. I'm promoting, most importantly, African music, African pop music, Afro beats, African culture. That's a simple identity of mine, and I work closely with entertainers, especially musicians, in giving them as much visibility as possible via social media, and more importantly, my base, where it's the UK. So I'm a proud African, finally.
Oh, that's good.
Yeah.
I'm also proud to be an African.
Exactly.
Wow. So as you have been here in Rwanda, I think this is...
This is my second time, yes.
Yeah. So I want you to tell me what excites you most about being back here in Rwanda.
Rwanda is a beautiful place. This is my second time in Kigali. Extremely clean. It's a very calm place. You know, a lot of hills. The sights and sounds of Kigali is just beautiful. The first time I came here, I was here for the Trace Awards a couple of years ago, and the experience was incredible. You had some of the most fantastic entertainers under one roof, having an amazing time, experiencing the culture a little bit. But this time around, yes, I've come to experience it a lot more, and like I said, Kigali is a very calm place. I'm West African, I'm from Nigeria. I grew up in Ibadan, a calm city, but it's very close to Lagos. Lagos is the business hub of Nigeria. It's very fast paced. It's very hectic. So when I visit other parts of Africa, like Rwanda, like Kigali, and I get this relaxed, welcome feeling, I enjoy it. Any opportunity to come back, I'm first on the plane.
The security, the beautiful ladies, everything is good.
Come on, East Africa is this is where God decided to make incredible African women. Let's just put it that way.
That's good. That's right.
Yeah.
So, and what is the main reason as to why we're here in Rwanda?
Well, this time around, I've been lucky to meet a lot of people within the entertainment industry in Africa that have invited me to their own countries to have a taste of their culture, listen to their music, feel the people. And for a while, I've been speaking to Bruce Melodie and the 155 AM team about just... Bruce Melodie is a big superstar.
Yeah,
of course,
he's a very big superstar.
Of course, he's from Rwanda,
yeah.
But he's an African music superstar. So our paths have crossed over years where I've played his music on radio, we've communicated via social media, and then we finally got the chance to meet each other physically a year ago. And from the moment we connected physically, he's always extended an invitation for me, come to Rwanda, come and, eat the food, taste the culture, listen to the music, see what you can do to also use my platform to kind of put a spotlight on some of the incredible talent here. And we've been going back and forth for over 8 months now. The opportunity came this month, and I'm like, listen, let me take this opportunity to go and connect with my brother. He dropped an incredible album this year that featured some amazing artists. Of course, you've got a Nigerian artist there, Shaggy, you got Bien, the list goes on. But I thought it was time, after so much achievements for a Bruce Melodie in Rwanda and East Africa, for me to, offer my platform and my relationships to see how we can further put a big spotlight on him so he can, be playing where his other brothers and sisters are playing on the biggest stage. His music is incredible. His talent is undeniable.
Yeah.
You know, his status in this country and in Africa is for all of us to see. So that's the reason why I'm here, to support a brother, a label, and also to get to know the culture and the music of these beautiful people a lot more.
That is very interesting. And you told me you met Bruce Melodie via the social media.
Yeah.
There was no any other personal interaction who
No, there
told
was
you like Bruce Melodie is a Rwandan artist? You
no.
can meet?
So when I was on radio, I was on radio in London, or on the Beat London, for over 10 years. My show was called Afro Hits Show,
Yeah.
and it was a show that I still brag about it till today. Was the only Afro beats or African pop radio show in the world that had a segment for Nigeria, a segment for women, a segment for East Africa, a segment for South Africa. So that allowed us to put a spotlight on music coming from different regions and a lot of countries. Now, my DJ at the time, Moses Bags, is from Uganda.
He's from Uganda.
Yes.
Wow.
So his job was, you feed me music from East Africa and South Africa. I'll focus on West Africa, Nigeria, Ghana. I know that
Yeah.
very well. So Moses Bag was responsible for introducing me to a lot of musicians from Uganda, Rwanda, Zambia, South Africa, and he was the one that suggested Bruce Melodie's songs back then. And that's how we first connected. And what happens is, when we play your music, we post it on Twitter.
Yeah.
That, you know, your song is being played on Afro Hits. Of course, the artist Bruce will retweet, and then we'll start communicating via social media. That was it then. No intermediary, nobody to introduce us apart from Twitter.
That's very interesting. So, as you have told me that you have been advocating for the African popular culture,
Yes.
right? For over like how many years?
Minimum 20 years.
20 years.
Yes.
So what drives that person as a person?
I think identity.
Identity.
The fact that I'm an African first. I emigrated to the UK, where my culture at the time wasn't seen as a mainstream culture, a celebrated culture. However, that's what I lived and breathed every single day in my house, growing up. So what really championed us and pushed us to promoting African popular culture was not really about accolades or getting paid or trying to see it on the biggest stages in the world. It was initially about us finding a place where we could feel comfortable about our own culture. All the people in those circles didn't feel ashamed or discriminated against, and we could enjoy our own music with everybody understanding what we're doing. You know, because at the time, if you went to a nightclub, you probably hear one African song, maybe Magic System or Awilo Logoba. That is it. Eventually, it moved to like Two-Face. But for us, we just wanted to create spaces for ourselves as Africans that immigrated to celebrate our own music and to celebrate our culture. And I think that's what continued to drive us, because we never thought there would be a day where this genre, this culture will be generating tens of millions of dollars, adding over $1 billion to the GDP in Ghana and stuff like that. We never, ever saw that. We just wanted to feel comfortable celebrating our own culture.
That is very interesting.
Yeah.
Because, of course, as we are Africans, you have to support each other
Yeah.
in order to lift one another.
Yeah.
That is very interesting.
Yeah, it's very important. It's very important, and we need to keep talking about that. We need to keep sharing it to the young people. When people see us for the first time, there's nobody in this world that will know that you're Kenyan or I'm Nigerian, but they will know that we're African first.
They feel even motivated.
Yeah. So now when we identify as one and we continue to push this same narrative of oneness and collaboration, it helps. It helps us for the future.
That is very interesting. So specifically, you're here for Bruce Melodie.
Yes.
And how did you feel when you had that song of Pompom, like, which you're going to be promoting?
I think for a while, a lot of people have expected a Bruce Melodie and a Diamond Platnumz collaboration.
Yeah.
Because these are two monsters from the East. You know, You've got Diamond from Tanzania. You've got Bruce from Rwanda. I'm surprised that
there is also Joel Brown.
Yeah, Joel Brown from Nigeria. But without, even outside of Joel Brown, the fact that those two guys haven't collaborated on a big scale before now is surprising to me. Because that would, that should have happened a while ago. So I think people were already clamoring for that. And then, of course, you mentioned Joel Brown, an incredible artist from Nigeria who's just picking up amazing steam.
Very talented.
Very talented singer, had a monster hit about 12 months ago and has continued to rise and grow from there. Joining this song, listen, Diamond's verse is incredible. We already know what Bruce does. I've seen clips from the music video. I've seen behind the scenes. I've seen, the investment, the energy that's put into it. It's a song, yes, it's a fun song, but behind it, it's a unifying song. You've got someone from West Africa.
It is very unique.
That's what it is. And it has a completely different sound to it, energetic, getting people to the dance floor, because we all know Rwanda music is more romantic and slow, but this is a little bit more energetic that brings everybody together to have an amazing time. And I think it's a brilliant song, and I can't wait for people to actually get to listen to and enjoy that record.
So, as you have told us, that song is going to be composed of uniqueness.
Yes.
Elements. What are the key elements that are composed in that song?
I would say, of course, now Afro House, Amapiano, these are very strong genres that are getting people dancing globally, not only in Southern Africa, Western Africa, East Africa, it's global. These are global phenomenons. So for these men to decide to bring their Rwandese flavor, Tanzanian sauce, Nigerian vibes, to add it to a sound that's in the middle of Amapiano, a middle of Afro House.
It's going to be interesting.
It's a mashup. It's a mashup. It's almost like ugali, pounded yam, and a little bit of yamachama. Everything together.
That is very interesting.
Exactly.
I think people are going to be very happy when they're watching this.
That's it. So it's a blend of everything. Everybody has the identity in there. There's the Southern African identity, there's the West African identity, there's the East African identity. And because of Diamond and Bruce Melodie's vocals, even North Africans can also affiliate with that, because there's always that vibration there. So it's a beautiful song, man.
It's a beautiful song.
Yeah.
I hope people are going to enjoy more.
Of course, they will.
That is very interesting. So how do you think it is important for the collaborations, bridging East Africa, West and South African music scenes?
I think, for me, what I've seen in the last 10 years, I believe in Africa, governments have failed tremendously in bridging these gaps the way the creatives and the musicians have done it so effortlessly. What the unity that musicians can bring to our countries, our tribes, our ethnicities is unprecedented. And now when you see collaborations like this, it's the biggest form of unifiers that we have. Fans and normal people would listen to musicians more than they listen to government officials. So when we see ambassadors of governments standing next to each other and shaking each other, we see it as just, this is just official business. But when I see Diamond next to Davido, or I see Bruce Melodie next to BN, there's something more genuine about that relationship that brings the people together even more. And that's the importance of the collaborations on the songs. Yes, it's for entertainment. Yes, it's for creativity, but the political power, the soft political power behind them cannot be under or overstated.
That is very good, because I think if a political government of any country is supporting everything comes out smoothly.
When the Prime Minister or the Prime Minister of Canada goes to the White House in America, some of their guests are Canadian superstars like Justin Bieber and actors that follow the government official into the White House presidency. So if the Prime Minister of Canada did not think that the artists and entertainers had a role to play, they would not invite them on that journey. And that tells you everything you need to know.
Exactly. It tells everything.
Yeah.
So how do you think artists, basically who are in Africa,
yes,
they can best position themselves globally? Because I think, of course, as we are Africans, but we need to see ourselves, we need to position ourselves on the global stage.
Absolutely.
So how can they do it?
I think they can't ignore what's happening globally. First of all, social media is there not just for entertainment or marketing purposes. It's also an information tool. You can also see what your colleagues and artists and creatives on a global playing field are trying to do.
Yeah.
See how they're making their moves. What are they doing, adding to their creativity that perhaps I haven't had a look at? What partnerships are they unlocking? Whether it's with brands, whether it's with different aspects of the community like sports and movies. Artists need to always use the social media tool as a marketing tool and as an information portal to allow them to elevate their talents to the rest of the world. Because there's no point being a creative doing what you're doing in your own bedroom here in Rwanda and only your neighbors here know who you are.
Without being seen on a global
Absolutely.
stage.
And you'll be surprised that every single genre, every single sound, whether traditional or international, has audiences everywhere in the world.
Exactly.
And now with AI, people can actually take your song with your traditional language, put it through an AI tool, and it will translate it to their language, and they can understand what lyrics you're saying. So if they're so in love with the melody and the beat, and all they wanted to hear was the lyrics, they could put that through an AI tool and understand the lyrics and enjoy the same song that you're enjoying here in Rwanda away in Japan in a Japanese language.
Exactly.
So you have to use the tools that are available to you to ensure that you elevate your career. Most importantly, and the most easily accessible, is social media. Internet here in Rwanda is very, very good. You know, I see a lot of YouTube views here. People watch YouTube a lot. So you have to take advantage of that to be able to position yourself on a global stage.
That is very interesting. So from that point of AI you have been mentioning,
yes.
So do you think some African artists, they can maybe use AI to generate their transcript? Because they're exactly some of the people who do this. They use AI, they generate the transcript, maybe they give it the details that they need, and then they generate the transcript. How do you feel about it? Do you feel betrayed? Because I think being an artist is something comes out of a person. So when you get an AI tool to generate the transcript for you, how does it feel?
There's artistry in everything. There is artistry in everything. Some people can use AI to elevate their talents.
Exactly.
If I'm trying to convey a message, but I'm finding it difficult to find the words to tell you how I'm feeling, maybe it's loss or love or disappointment, I can use the AI tool, break it down to give me exactly the words to be able to convey the message that I want to. And then the artist behind that is how you put it together. AI is there for everybody to use.
It's a tool.
Exactly. There is artistry in now using this tool to put together some beautiful, it's the future. We cannot ignore how the world is evolving.
Yeah, the adaptation.
You have to adapt yourself, or else you'll be left behind and you will become a dinosaur in less than 3 months. Nowadays, at the pace that the changes are happening. So we have to learn. Of course, we still have to be very, very creative and individual. However, we have to learn to use these tools to better our product and help us,
I think,
get to the world.
They're doing some good job, because when you use it effectively, it comes out, and you also put your personal creativity and you get something good.
Absolutely. You got that 100%. Effectively. That's the word. And that's what we need to learn how to do.
Exactly. So from your own work, you have worked with the artists like Burna Boy, is it? So, and also with kids. So what is the single best lesson you can tell to other Rwandan artists? Because those people are somehow very high compared to the Rwandan artists.
Yeah. Hard work and consistency.
The takeaway, like
Hard work and consistency. These guys that you mentioned have been at the top of the food chain for a minimum of 12 years. And they haven't come down from the top of the food chain. Getting to the top is easy. You can get a hit record tomorrow that has multi-million views. Everybody's streaming you around the world. And after that, you can disappear.
Exactly, that's what happens in Rwanda. You find a person is having a song, it pops like for a month.
Everybody.
And then after some few
and that's
months,
it.
the song.
And you don't see them again for years.
You don't see a person.
So the reason why the names you mentioned continue to be the names we mention is because of their hard work and their consistency.
Exactly.
They keep creating incredible music, learning different sounds, open themselves to the world. You know, today I said it, Whiskey just released a collaboration with Ghana. Ghana is a hip-hop artist, and Whiskey was able to handle that song like it was an Afrobeat song. Evolving with time, evolving with sound, consistently putting a lot of work out, and be ready to learn every single day, because this is an evolving culture. So hard work and consistency is priority for me.
Can help people. So as we're ending this conversation.
Yes.
So when people look back at this Pompom.
Yes.
Like for the moments like 5 years.
Yes.
What do you hope they will still say about this song?
Unity.
Really?
Unity, fun time, and unity. Something that brought us together from different cultures, different tribes, different countries, but created something that we can all enjoy for years to come. That's my hope when I see any collaboration, especially one like this.
That is very interesting. So drop a message to the Rwandan people who love your activities, love everything you do, support you in your activities. Because I think when you have people, you have everything.
Absolutely. Listen, I'm humbled to be here. I'm very, very proud to be an African who loves everything African. It's an opportunity just to keep learning and growing. And I want to say, listen, we appreciate the support from every single one out there. Please keep it going. Buy African, stream African, support African, be African wherever you are. And we love you.
Thank you very much.
Thank you so much.
We love you too,
I appreciate it.
We'll continue supporting you.
Thank you so much for having me.
Thank you all guys for watching. My name is Rania Omotoni. Don't forget to subscribe, share, and hitting a like button, and also continue to follow our EGA platforms.